You can't read
I hope
those.
that's not part of the
thing. Dude, you know how much stuff it's captured already in the past? Like, it's captured some of saying the stupidest shit possible. I guarantee you. Well, look, hold on. Let me hear it.
Dude, I literally don't think there's anyone here. Like, actually.
No, it caught me saying it after it. So it didn't actually catch him saying it, which is funny.
Okay.
I literally don't think there's actually anyone here.
No kidding. Everyone hates us now. We have no followers.
No followers.
We don't have anyone here to celebrate the 20th.
You weren't supposed to talk yet.
We have 9 watching. Oh, I haven't started yet, per se. And no, we have 11 people. Yeah,
we have nobody likes
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel.
Up, Miles, I swear to God, dude, don't do that shit. You did that to me once before. Screw off. What? Anyways, so I guess with 10 people, we'll start this.
My God.
So, anyways, everyone, welcome back to the Otaku team. This is our 20th podcast. Woo! 20 podcasts.
Woo! Yeah, I'm here this time, boys.
Yeah, we're missing one member, Travis, unfortunately, but we do have someone else. So let's first get into everyone, though. So, Memory, say hi.
How's it going, everyone?
We have Habit.
Yo.
We have Professor Anime.
Your waifu is shit.
And we also have the Otaku Fan Girl.
Yay!
Welcome to Otaku Fan Girl. We're glad to have her. All right, so what we're going to do is our usual topic things. We're going to take our 3 topics, talk about them. You guys in the comments, feel free to put questions in. We'll answer them, midway or toward the end, like always. And just in general, let's have a good time with this because we got some interesting topics, I think, hopefully. I mean, they're interesting to me and to us, but that doesn't mean that you guys might find them interesting. Who knows? So anyways, let's do the first one. Let's get right into this. So, annoying animal sidekicks. Are they needed in anime and why? Let's start off with Professor Anime.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
The professor.
Put me on the spot, man.
Yeah, that's how it works, bro.
Spot, boy.
That's how it works.
Annoying animal sidekicks. I mean, like, it really depends. I mean, honestly, I find some animal sidekicks annoying, and they really don't need to be in the story because they're pretty much just there for comedic purposes.
Right.
But if they play an overall role to the story and actually help out the character, and even maybe the animal itself has, a good backstory to it, I think it's perfectly fine. But it just depends on how much screen time that said side character has, and also how much of a role it plays to the overall story.
Right.
Mm-hmm. That's my opinion.
Okay. Otaku Fangirl, you're up.
Okay, well, annoying animal sidekicks. I mean, sometimes they're needed and sometimes they're not because, I mean,
500.
I don't know. It gives you comedic relief sometimes when they, do whatever the heck they're doing.
Right.
And I don't know. I just, like, there is annoying ones. There is, like, I mean, for example, a not annoying one would be Puck from ReZero. Like, he's not annoying, or she, whatever.
The Puck from Berserk is
that's all that.
Well, he's not an animal, though. Puck from Berserk isn't an animal.
It's kind of the same.
I would say if you say that as an option, or you said that, it's perfectly fine because he's essentially there as like an animal sidekick.
Yeah, I guess you could. Yeah, but
I can see why Puck's there for, like Sarah said.
Oh, like, he's needed. Yeah, unfortunately, he's needed.
Yeah.
He is needed. Yep.
And even that freaking other kid, he's not an animal, but what's his name? What's that dude's name? That little kid?
Well, who? You mean Itadora, whatever his name is?
Yeah, him.
Yeah. I can't stand that kid, man. I'll be honest with you. He gets better in the manga, though.
Isidro, you mean? Isidro?
Yeah, that kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't stand that kid.
Yeah, fuck that kid.
Dude, how the hell was he throwing them rocks that hard to knock them things off the cliff?
Yeah, I think
he's been through some tough shit, man. He knows how to survive.
Yeah, but that don't mean he can throw fucking fastballs with rocks like 100 miles an hour.
That's probably he invented baseball.
What?
Shut up.
Berserk?
I think I think Chopper could be put in that same category from
Yeah.
One Piece.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
he's
a
not
very good one.
technically like a sidekick, but
Yeah,
I mean,
have
he's
you-
still not like
like-
he's still not like the main guy. He's not like Luffy, so he's kind of like a side main character.
right.
And sometimes they're less annoying when they don't talk.
I
Like
agree.
they're just an animal. They don't talk at all. Like Kuro from Blue Exorcist. Well, technically he does talk. Actually, now I think about it, but he talks in Ren's head. So
Let's see. Well,
but-
you know what? That's pretty interesting then, because I mean, at least you don't hear him out loud talking all the time.
I mean, I don't know. The ones that don't talk a lot, I guess, are less annoying. Like Kiara, the cat from Inuyasha. She does not talk at all.
Oh, yeah, I know you talk about. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I love that cat because it turns into a like that. In that case, that's
it's
okay. It turns
cat
into a
with
beast.
fire on its paws.
Yeah, exactly. It flies. It's awesome.
Yeah.
You know, for me, I was gonna say Alderman of the Sky is my perfect example right now of like annoying animal sidekicks, in the sense that, you know, I understand like those weird Teletubby spirit things they have, and yeah, they look like Teletubbies. I don't care what anyone says. Those things remind me. They're colored, like they're red, green. It's Teletubbies, but their role has been so odd lately in the series in general. Like, you know, they're used in the very beginning as apparently they can use like different elements of the wind, the fire, etc. But they have like no reason to be besides like just there for that.
Teletubbies.
They don't even talk or anything though.
They very rarely talk. Like they say once in a blue moon, they say something, but it's like, and they all have the same like face. Like, you know, last episode I said in my review of it, I was so pissed off because it just looked like he used them at the end. Like the animator drew them in, those creatures, just to have the same filler like of images on the screen, because literally for the whole course of the episode, they just pop up in the same exact way every single freaking time. And it was so weird. I'm like, why? And I'm sorry, he shoots light out of his stomach. Teletubbies, man. It's weird. I'm sorry. But yeah, I really agree to a point that they are needed when, you know, in the sense that if they actually advance story, or if they, in Puck's case from Berserk, since we mentioned him, he needs to heal, you know, guts a lot of times. He also needs to be comic relief in essentially a story that is all darkness and kind of morbid, you know, nature. So he's needed in that sense, but I could do without them. I'll be honest with you. I could do without them. Anyways, you're up, Memory.
I was gonna talk about the freaking pet from Twin Star Exorcist, which
I hate that thing.
Wasn't even supposed to be in there in the first place because it's original. They just threw it in there. Studio Clown, that's them.
Weird.
Yeah, it's the most annoying fucking thing ever. That was really my thing. But like how I feel about them, really, most of them I'd say are there for like comedic relief.
The sub plushies also, I forgot about that. Plushie.
I really honestly don't. There's really not a, like, I can't even tell you like one animal sidekick that I care for.
Pikachu from Pokemon.
Pikachu.
And I'll be honest with you, like, I can't even really count that. Like, I'm saying that sarcastically because he's a Pokemon.
He's not an animal. He's a Pokemon.
Like,
Pikachu's a good example, though. I like that. Pikachu's a good example. Like Pikachu, though.
No.
Pikachu, like, is memorable. You know.
Yeah, Pikachu's memorable.
Compared to other animal characters or animal sidekicks,
yeah, that's
Pikachu is memorable because I guess Pokemon is like was from, you know, our childhood.
Yeah, but I've watched it.
Shit, but
I've watched a shit ton of anime, and I can't even remember like any animal sidekicks at all, if there even are any, because a lot of anime don't even have them.
Yeah.
In the older time periods, there's a lot more though. Like, you know,
I feel like
older
shonen,
shows, but
like
yeah,
a bunch
more
of shonen do.
You have Cone technically, which is
don't get me started on Cone. I hate that
Cone from
Bleach. Yeah, from Bleach.
I forgot that he existed.
A lot of people tend to forget he exists. Like, he's funny at times in the beginning, but
then it gets annoying.
So annoying. Jero the Hero mentioned a good one. The old school, the monkey from Speed Racer. That is so true. Chim Chim. That thing was annoying as shit. But he actually he was smarter than almost every character in that whole show. Like, he saved the main character's life in that show like a dozen times, which is kind of scary. But so overall, though, what do you guys think? Do you think that there should be more or less of them in general. Kind of like a.
I just think it just depends on how it's executed. If they can play a role to the overall story and like actually make it more interesting, give them some backstory. Don't make them there just to be there and add comedic relief. But if you're gonna make a character with purpose. That's my take on it.
I agree.
Yeah, I feel like shonen. Sorry.
I was gonna say, how about we say like some of our favorite anime like pet sidekicks?
Oh, that's a good one.
We've just been talking about annoying ones, and it kind of ties into it. So
that's a very good point.
I was just gonna say Ein from Cowboy Bebop, even though like Ein really doesn't.
No, that counts.
That counts.
No, because remember, Ein is actually genetically modified to be smarter than almost all of them. Technically, he is smarter than all of them, despite being a dog, which is kind of scary.
Yeah. I fucking love Ein from Cowboy Bebop.
I am actually honestly trying to think. Oh, you know what? There was I'm trying to think of something actually really.
Oh, what about the Pomeranian from Super Lovers?
Screw off, dude. Oh, you actually said it too. That's wow.
Oh gosh.
Wow. No.
I'm glad I don't know what that is.
Happy from Fairy Tale.
Oh jeez.
I like
Clue from Rave Master.
I do too.
Plu's in Fairy Tale too.
Yeah, I know Plu's from Fairy Tale.
10 out of 10, yes.
Plue is freaking awesome. I mean, Plue is just they don't know what he is. They don't know what he is though. He has a dog. He has a weird carrot on his nose.
He's a dog.
He looks like a dog, but he also looks like a snowman.
Snowman dog.
I love Plue though. Plue was cool. He was comedic relief. He was also useless, but he didn't talk. All he said was Plue.
Yeah.
You felt bad for him, like when he used to get hit by stuff and become flat, or if he lost all his stuff. He's like, oh no. But yeah, so I'm okay with that. Anyone else have any good ones? I said Plue from Rave Master.
Oh, yeah, Ein's probably my choice.
Yep.
My choice is probably going to be Kuro from Blue Exorcist because I really like his backstory. It's really sad and depressing, kinda. And I don't know, it's just a cute little kitty that turns into a giant kitty with like 2 tails. And I don't know, just it's a great character, great cat. 10 out of 10 would own.
Yeah, if you consider Pokemon, Agumon from Digimon is good.
You know, I can't disagree with that because he technically is a sidekick.
Yeah.
If you think about it, yeah. So that does work, dude.
I mean, all like the original like cast of like Digimon, like all of their Digimon are pretty all right sidekicks, I guess.
What about Karibo?
Oh, from Yu-Gi-Oh? No, man. No, that doesn't count. I mean, don't know. I'll give Professor leeway with this. If you're talking about GX solely, fine, because Karibo is like the sidekick of GX, and I remember that. But if you're talking about all the ones before that, no, because it's little winged Karibo that comes to him like it comes to his deck whenever he needs him to be like, oh hey, there you are, winged Karibo. He's
like, use me. Use me.
I need screen time.
I will save the duel.
He doesn't do shit half the time. He's just cannon fodder. Like he comes in and then dies instantly.
The heart of the cards, baby.
Tarumaru from Gakko Gurushi.
You
remember the dog from Gakko Gurushi?
Oh, now I'm sad because I'm thinking about what happened to the puppy.
Yeah,
puppy.
Don't get me started on that. Oh god.
What happened?
That was a good sidekick.
The puppy girl from Full Metal Alchemist. After she turned into the dog.
Oh, dude, did you really say that?
Yes.
Oh my god.
I was gonna mention that earlier, but I didn't know if I should.
Oh, that's fucked up though. That's fucked up.
She's a good animal sidekick.
Yeah, no, it's not.
I hope your Father's Day is not.
The memes during Father's Day, dude.
I hope your father isn't straight out of options.
Oh man.
Oh god.
I love those memes, dude.
Good times.
They were so good. That was so great, man. That's terrible. Anyways, though. So
Muta from Whisper of the Heart is a good one too. The cat from Whisper of the Heart.
Would you consider Totoro from My Neighbor Totoro a sidekick?
Yeah.
Not really.
No.
I guess because
he's not really a sidekick. He's just yeah.
I mean,
I'm just saying.
I think he'd be a main character though, so not really
He's just there.
Yeah.
He's just there.
He's like a lot of sidekicks and main characters though. No, I'm just kidding. He's useful. He's useful. Excuse me. I said useless for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna apologize to everyone in advance. Like, I'm working off at like 2 hours of sleep, so I'm tired. The power of making these come out on Sundays is what brings me here. That sounded so corny. Like, it sounded cool in my head, and then I actually said it out loud. Anyways, screw off. Oh, hey, someone mentioned the cat from Sailor Moon. Luna. That's Luna.
What about Cube from Madoka?
Oh, no, don't talk about Cube. No.
You get shot,
it's the worst animal sidekick ever.
Yeah, he's just there to show graphic shit, like all of a sudden just happen on screen.
He's just there to make you, like, I don't know.
Cringe,
yeah, and eat himself.
Oh, it's very odd. Like, I don't know why. I've never seen the show, but I know about him because I've seen so much about him.
What the heck?
Like,
you've never watched Madoka Magica? What's wrong with you?
I haven't.
I'm normal.
I've only seen one episode, so
what's wrong with you guys?
Don't spoil.
We're normal.
Don't spoil it. Oh no.
But
I just heard it's
one of those shows you gotta watch.
I just heard it's a really fucked up magical girl show.
Oh yes, it is.
Yeah, my friend saw it recently. He hated it though.
One, apparently.
None of us have seen it.
I think she's let me tell you this.
Disbelief.
And I know there's like a shit ton of
Don't
movies.
watch the movies.
While the movies are bad?
Oh yeah. Except like the third one, like there's 3 of them, and the third one is the only halfway decent one. It's not even that good. It's like, why did they make this?
Don't you have to watch them?
No, you don't.
Isn't it like a sequel though?
See, the first 2 movies, they're like summarizing the series, but they're badly done. And then the third movie is just like, I don't understand what happened in that movie. It was weird. Don't watch it.
What about
unless you want to be confused?
What about Akamaru from Naruto?
Yay, puppy?
Oh, the Kiba's dog?
The puppy.
Kiba's dog?
The puppy.
Yeah, Kiba's dog.
Kiba's dog becomes badass. Like, I mean,
yeah, he is.
He's kind of badass in the beginning, but he becomes super badass when he grows to be like bigger than all of them.
Like in later parts of Shippuden.
I like how there's actually episodes dedicated to like Kiba's and Akamaru's relationship. So like stuff like that is what I like. If like a character is just there just to add comedic relief, then it's not cool.
And to be a plushie eventually.
The 2 actually have a bond and shit, and there's episodes dedicated to them, which is really awesome.
Yeah,
and good fights together too. That's what makes it
Yeah, so too bad you gotta make it through 100 episodes of filler to see that.
That's the thing, you skip the filler.
Dude, in this case, like I usually don't agree with that, but I really agree with it. I'm trying to catch up with it right now. And
or just skip the whole series.
I've watched too much at this point to skip the whole series, unfortunately. But yeah, so I think in general we all agree that, you know, annoying sidekick animals and stuff, they're okay if they have purpose, but otherwise they're just kind of useless. And you know for a fact that they really are. Like I made the joke about them being plushies, but that really is probably what makes them come out so often, because people see them as cute and will buy those plushies in Japan, especially. Exactly, it does sell merch, and it's like, oh, look at the plushie, it's so cute. I hate him as a character. He's fucking annoying as shit.
But I love the plushie.
Exactly, he's so cute.
What is the goat head? What is the goat head in Berserk?
Oh, dude.
Oh, God.
Yo, Blade.
What?
I just want to say one thing. The best animal side character ever, though, is the Metal Upa.
Oh, Science Gate. Oh, my God. He has so much purpose. Oh,
so much character development.
He's in the shape of a frog.
Well, realistically, he does have a lot of character development, which is kind of scary if you think about it. If you really nitpick it, it's like, oh shit, he really does. That's kind of scary. But to explain habit to you, the goat head. There's a guy who's like part of a cult, and he puts out a goat head. And when they're running away from the demons that are like affecting people and making them demons, it hits him with an infection and makes him like an actual goat demon. So
Wow.
His goat had fused.
And we don't talk about the snake.
Yeah,
Great
we don't talk about
horse,
the snake.
best sidekick.
He has a little bit of something downstairs.
Dude, that caused some people to actually rewatch Berserk, like just to get back into the 2016 one, which is kind of scary.
Horse?
Yeah, I saw some forums where people were talking about it. I'm not gonna name any forums in particular, but they were talking about it, and it's like,
Yeah,
oh
some weird
man,
hentai
I watched it because
forums
I was
he's
so
on.
happy.
Yeah, some weird
like,
hentai
damn.
form.
No hentai forums, man. Hentai is bad. No. But anyways, I think with that we'll move on to the next topic. If I can get the Discord open. So, is turning off your brain to an anime really an okay thing to do? So, you know what? Let's go with the Otaku Fan Girl first off.
Okay, and my answer to this question would be yes, because I've done that several times when I'm watching a show like, let's for instance, K-On! That is a show you just turn your brain off, enjoy the cute girls making their music and eating cake. So I think it's a good thing because a lot of the time, sure, you want to watch a show that's engaging and stuff, but other times you want to watch something and just relax and turn off your brain and watch something relaxing.
Right. You don't have to think about theories.
You don't want to have to think too deeply about what's happening right now. You just want to sit there and watch it happen.
Right.
Yeah. Some shows you can't do that though. Like you can't.
True.
Yeah. The thing is,
it depends on how boring it actually is.
You just can't really literally take you can't literally just turn off your brain though is when you're watching the thing, because if you see something that stands out in an episode that you just it irritates you, maybe you're gonna be turned off by that and you're gonna question that as to why the said thing was skipped or just didn't really get a full explanation on things or whatnot. But you can't really just turn off your brain.
Calm down,
okay, Digi bro.
Snob.
No, man. Relax, dude. Yeah.
Okay, Digi bro.
Snob.
Digi bro. But anyway, as I was saying,
I was watching. Go ahead, buddy.
Okay, I know, but I agree with the Otaku Fan Girl though. I mean, you're gonna have your series in which you really, really want to try to pay attention to, analyze, because that makes it enjoyable for you to watch. But then there's going to be other anime, of course, that are more relaxing and stuff like that. Like if you can actually take a series, like for example, that I think is a series that you can really just turn your brain off to and enjoy for what it is, because it's so over the top, is definitely JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure handles that right, because it's so over the top and just ridiculous. Right. I mean, even the title says Bizarre Adventure, so it's going to be fucking bizarre, and it's just handled so well, in my opinion. But I mean, then you got to have other shows like, I don't know, like ReZero, ReZero or something like that which you have to just really pay attention to and analyze in order to get the whole gist of the story. So I mean, really, it just boils down to what you are feeling. Me personally, I go into anime more in which I can actually think about stuff, because I don't know, that's what I get out of it enjoyable. But there's also going to be times in which I want to watch a ridiculous freaking anime, so but I don't know.
Some shows, like if you like ReZero, for instance, if you're not trying to take it all in and analyze certain things, then you may not enjoy it as much as you should be enjoying it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like maybe the creators, they want you to catch on to this stuff or theory craft on this stuff and whatnot. Like if you're just watching ReZero and you're not thinking about anything, you're just watching it to watch it, then you're probably not going to enjoy it as much as the people who made it
exactly
intended it to be.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think you should watch. I mean, anime is a form of entertainment. It's an entertainment medium, and you should watch it for fun, of course. I mean, I'm pretty sure we all watch it here for entertainment. But I do think that there are some shows out there in which there's more to a story in that said anime that could really resonate with you if you actually think about it and actually ponder on. But there's also going to be those shows that are not going to have that much substance to them, but you can still enjoy it for what it is,
Exactly.
Gurren Lagann's a good example.
Yeah, Gurren Lagann is over the top anime. I agree with that. Yeah,
and the story's not too like complex.
Yeah, right. It's not. Yeah,
I feel turning your brain off to an anime series is not per se a bad thing. Like I agree with you guys that if you do it just to kind of do it for shows that are like more boring or kind of less about logic and stuff like that, it's okay. But at the same time, if you're doing that, can you say you're even enjoying the show? Because there's a lot of times that I think when people say they turn their brain off to something, they're just watching moving images on the screen. Because I know a few people that I know. This is not just one of my friends, but several of my friends that do this with anime. They turn their brains off for like. I'm trying to think of a good show that just came out recently that wasn't like you didn't really need to think about too much. But I can't think of it off the top of my head. But
Sweetness and Lightning.
Sweetness and Lightning is in one way. Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
But
One Punch Man.
One Punch Man. I hate to say One Punch Man too. If you're watching those and you're turning your brain off and not really paying attention, are you just seeing moving images on screen, characters fighting or characters doing stuff and you're not really engaged in it? I mean, is that really even considered watching it? Because I could say I'm sleeping and watching something too at the same time, and it doesn't mean I'm retaining any information from what I'm seeing on screen. And so that's what I'm saying. Like, I think there's a fine line between watching something, turning your brain off to it in the sense that you aren't fully paying attention to it, or turning your brain off because you just want to enjoy what's on the screen to enjoy what's on the screen. I think that, a lot of people turn their brains off and just go into like, there's a show on screen. Oh, look, cool action moment. Oh, wow. That's, did you retain anything that just happened whatsoever if you're doing that?
Right. I was watching, because I know someone brought it up in the chat, I think, like Digibro's video. That's why I was saying, like, to Miles, I was like, what are you, Digibro? Because, like, he made a video on it, and he was talking about in his video, he was like, you can't turn your brain off. I was like, duh. I mean, when people say they turn their brain off, they're not, like, actually, like,
it's just
turning.
a figure of speech.
Yeah, it's a figure of speech. Like, but he was taking it, like, he was, like, actually being like, people can't turn their brains off, like, really. They can't. I'm just like,
exactly right.
Obviously. But when people say, like, turning their brain off, it's not like, it's not like you're trying to find, like, a deeper meaning or anything. Like, you're not trying to, like, I don't know, like, I don't want to say, like, I would probably say, actually, like, you're not fully into it, but, like, it may be like a guilty pleasure. Like one of the, like a harem series or something would be like one you just turn your brain off to. What's going to happen. You know how the things play out. But not necessarily where you're just like dozing off or something, or like looking away, texting on your phone while you're watching an episode or something.
Right. And that's
it's
what
just
I mean.
Like you're like you're watching it and you're not like.
Thank you. Yep.
Trying to find a deeper meaning. You're not trying to like overanalyze it or anything. Like you're not trying to, theorize or whatever. Like, because a lot of shows really aren't made like for that.
Right.
Like,
well, like you said, harems are a perfect example of that because you can't literally turn your brain off. That's physically impossible. You would die if you did that. Your brain is operating many organs in your body, if not all of them. So that would kill you. But the thing is that you could, in many ways, just kind of go into this like zone out mode, which is something that if people that that are really annoying or obnoxious people, they start talking to you, and like for example, I know some people in college that are like this, that they're real asshats in many ways. They start talking and just start going on and joining about things that are irrelevant and not needed. You go into this zone out mode where you're retaining what they're saying so you can regurgitate back to them if they need to be, but you're not taking it in. And I guess that's okay to do with like stuff like harem stuff, like Memory said, because if you're watching a harem anime, do you really need to know? Oh man, he needs to be able to touch the girl that way to activate her super action ability.
Oh yeah, touch her that way.
Exactly. That's Maso Gakuin, excuse me. I'll take a shot at that. But you don't really need to read into that any more than that. It's simple. But with something like Steins Gate, for example, like Miles said, also, if you're doing that to that, you're gonna be like, "What the hell just happened?" Wait, excuse me?
There's so much going on with that series that you need to pay attention to.
There's too many intricacies with it. You need to have your mind fully alert and kind of processing what's going on screen. But yeah, that's my thought on it.
I can't wait till Steins Gate 0.
You and me, bro.
Kuro said, but if you don't pay attention and care about what's going on screen, how can you enjoy it? I'll never understand people who do that.
Right. That's what I was talking about earlier too. But
yeah, like, I mean, it's not necessarily people are just like not even watching it. It's just like I said, like they're watching it, but they're not really like trying to find a deeper meaning. Like I sound like a broken record, I know, but like,
no, but you're getting your point across though.
Yeah, like I bet some people do watch anime and they like turn their brain off and they probably like text while they're watching an episode, or they'll be eating and not. Yeah,
that to me is incorrect, because that's when you're not really taking in anything. And that's why I agree with Kuro, is that's a really cheesy thing to do.
That's why I never talk to people.
Then you go, Jesus Christ, and then you go and then say, I watched that whole series. I saw the whole thing. Yeah, what happened in the first episode? What? So the guy with the sword attacked that guy with another sword, and
there was a first episode.
I thought it was 13 episodes. It was 5. What? But
yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I kind of just watch anime the same way, regardless.
Right. Well, how do you feel like? What do you feel like is the best way to say that you're not zoning in out on a show, but you're still paying attention to it? What would that be for you, Habit?
I mean, if you're watching a dub, technically you're not going to be paying attention as much as if you're watching like a sub, maybe. I mean, I would say that's probably.
I would say that's wrong.
Oh, okay. We got some. So why would you say it's wrong?
Because
I kind of agree with
debate battle.
Well, okay. Here's the reason why. Is because I like, when I watch a dub, I like to pay more attention in a way to the entire screen, because I'm not having to look down and read. And I can look at the background, and I can look at that tree moving or something, and like, just, I don't know, really pay attention to like everything that's going on while the characters are talking, and I don't have to like read something that they're saying.
That's actually a very
that's a good point. I agree.
I feel like when you watch like a sub, you're more engrossed into like the dialogue that's happening because you have to read it for yourself.
Right,
versus,
but then you lose,
I feel like sometimes in the dub you're more paying
yourself.
attention to everything else.
I don't know. I could just pay more attention to a dub, like with everything that's going on. But with a sub, I'm just like literally paying attention to the words being said, because I'm like, I don't want to miss anything.
No, I agree, but I mean, it goes to that whole thing about like how much you have to like comprehend. Like when you're reading something, you actually have to be like really paying attention. But for like a dub, you don't really have to worry that you're gonna like miss a sentence or like miss a word or something like that, because you speak English, you know what the hell they're saying.
I mean, many times that's happened to me, like where I like watch something dubbed and like I don't really pay attention as much as I would if I was watching something subbed.
Yeah, I just feel like in dub's case, like you can attain everything easier than watching like a sub.
It's true.
Like,
I guess it depends on the show.
Yeah.
Because like Sarah said, like you can see other things that are like happening, like if in a dub, because you don't have to read the subtitles, but like that could be like, if you're picking up on little things like in a certain show, maybe they want you to do that. But for other shows, like really it's not necessary probably.
Yeah. I also feel like when I first got into anime, it was kind of like harder to pay attention to like what's going on in like a sub, because I wasn't used to being able to like read the sub and watch what's happening on the screen at the same time, you know? Like, does that make sense? Like, you kind of like, when you're watching a sub now, you can see like the entire screen, versus when I first started, it was like reading a book. I mean, not exactly, but pretty much.
I just think that the right way of doing it is that as long as you're paying attention to the show, like regardless, even if you aren't, I guess, more so turning your brain off to it, you need to consider you watching the show. You need to be just doing that, watching it. It does not mean you have to like just go into super thoughts and super mixed theories about everything and criticize every little detail. You don't have to do that if you really want to, but you can't say at the end of the day if you watch something and you didn't get anything that happened on the screen, because that means that either you were doing like what Memory said, you're on your phone, because I've seen people do that. They're on their phone texting and looking at websites and stuff. It's like, dude, are you watching the show or are you just watching your phone? And I know some people that do that, and I'm like, it's one of the things that annoys me even in movies, for example. Why would you go to a movie theater, go there to text? You're spending $15 to $20 to text. I can do that at home on my bed, on my sofa, on my couch, without any issue and not having to pay a dime. But
that's
here
why
you are,
I didn't get. Yeah, my bad. Go ahead. Keep going.
I'm done with it anyways.
I was just gonna say, like, that's why I didn't get like why people wanted like those texting sections in movie theaters, like in the actual theater.
Do they really want that?
No, yeah, there was like a thing like that, like people wanted like in AMC, they wanted like a section of the theater where you could text while watching the movie or have your phone out.
That's dumb.
So why the hell would you pay for it? You know? If you're just going to sit there and text and not even pay attention to the movie.
I've never even heard of that. That sounds really stupid.
Yeah, it was a big thing. Or I don't know if it was like nationwide, but I remember like it was around here at least. Like people wanted like, I'm pretty sure you could search it up.
Yeah.
Like AMC like texting sections or something. And there's like, it used to be like a big thing. Like that was talked about a lot.
That is kind of weird.
Because, like,
that's really I don't know how people could do that.
Because I think AMC actually like decided against it. Like they thought about it, and I think they like the higher ups, they like discussed it and like talked about it, and like actually like it reached a point to where they actually like said yes or no for it, like a group of people, and they like voted against it or whatever.
Well, if you actually voted for that, I'd have to wonder why.
Yeah.
I mean, like, the only thing...
People deserve to have their own choice.
No. Maybe the only thing that would make sense to that is just to get those annoying assholes that do text in front of you go to a separate section where they can just be looking at each other's bright white lights as they're texting. It's like, dude, well, I can't see what's happening. Everyone's got their phones on. That'd be funny as hell to me. And you don't have to worry about seeing them doing that. But...
yeah.
You know, it's like even Lotus says that, you know, if you're texting, you aren't watching it, and that is the bottom line. You really aren't watching if you're texting. Right. You could, like, don't get me wrong. Like, if I get a text right now, right, I can answer and reply to it, and I'm still engaged with what we're doing. But if you're just on your phone nonstop, like that's all you're doing. Exactly. Yeah. You know, like texting 20 different people or going in a chat with someone and all. That's not watching something. That you're not turning your brain off. You're just turning your attention away from it. And you know, there's a comment that people always say, "Oh, well, you can multitask." Like that's one of my least favorite comments. That I can multitask. I can do multiple things at one time. Realistically, and this has been proven by science, the human mind cannot multitask. It just focuses on things that are more important. So if you're watching something and texting, which one is more important in your head is what's actually you're paying attention to more. And in that case, usually you're texting, so thus you're actually focusing on texting, not the show on screen. So that goes to show you that multitasking, those people are like, oh, I could multitask. I could work and do this and that and not pay. No, you're not paying attention to the bottom line. You're just not. But yeah, it's annoying because it's really that's where I get like annoyed at people. Like, come on, dude, just watch it. It's 20-minute anime. If you really don't like it at all, then just why watch it? Even
turn it off.
Why even have it? Exactly. Why have it on? Go watch something else that you will focus on then. But anyone else have anything to add, or take some questions from the comments? Has there actually been any questions in the comments? I don't think there has been.
Not really.
All right, so we'll move on to the third and final topic then. This one's I think is interesting in itself. Should childhood friends in anime get together? So we'll start off with let's start off with you, Habit.
Well,
what do you think?
You know, if incest is wincest, then I don't see a point in being with your childhood friend. Just be with your sister.
Unless you're a Sword Art Online character.
It's your cousin. Leafa is your cousin. You're okay with that.
Being serious though, I don't know. I guess it's more situational than anything. I mean, in some cases, there's like no way you would be with your childhood friend, but I mean, in some cases, I guess it works out. I mean, I can't really think of like a specific like example off of the top of my head, but there's definitely situations where it just doesn't work out. Like if your childhood friend is more like your sibling or something, But then there's like the cases where they fall in love with their like childhood friend, you know? And in those cases, I feel like it's kind of different, especially like in a bunch of different anime, like you're with your childhood friend and then I guess it's like a cliche where you pretend to like marry your best friend and you're like, oh, I'll marry you someday.
Nisekoi. Anyways.
But I guess in that case, it's different than like a childhood friend that you're literally like growing up with and is like your sibling versus your friend. So I'd say
sometimes
situational.
It's just sometimes like just some childhood friends are better off as friends, you know, and then sometimes things play out to where they actually like have something.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, like I said, it's just very situational towards a storyline. I mean, in some cases, it really just doesn't make any sense if it was to happen.
I mean, I think, honestly, it's, you know, I always feel bad for the childhood friend that doesn't get picked because, you know, usually in most anime that they are in,
like a cliche.
The childhood friend, exactly. It's so overused. But it's true in one sense that, you know, I don't even want to read it right now because I'm No, but
your brain is trying to multitask, Blade.
I can't do it. No, it's not possible. No, but you know, I always feel bad because you know they show so much love. Like for example, Shuffle, you have the his friend Kaede, and she loves them MC. Like she loves him so much and takes care of him nonstop and stuff like that. They even joked about it in school as being like a husband and wife together. And what does he do? Does not give a shit. Like he's like, nah, listen, I appreciate you, but you know, we're not going to be a couple. Makes her flip out, you know, and that's understandable. But you feel bad because sometimes I feel like these girls just come in out of nowhere and a lot of harems and love stories. It's like, come on, dude. You're telling me that this girl that just popped out of nowhere, all of a sudden, like, wow, I'm in love with her now. She's the best thing ever. She's got everything I wanted, the girl. Oh my God. Come on, man.
Especially those anime episodes, which like the main character or the secondary main character falls in love with the other one in like one day.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, dude, that's not how that happens. I'm sorry. Like, come on. I get
like gradually build your relationship, gradually build it up.
Right, do it normal. It's like, oh my God, we're in love the first day. Everyone's happy. Oh, we have drama now.
I mean, I will say, I don't know much about Twin Star, but at least Twin Star has like these two characters that hate each other in the beginning, but the more time they spend with one another, they actually grow to like each other. So at least something like that. And I would say at least that is good. But if you have just the normal cliche into which one of the characters are like fall head over heels with the other character in like one day or a few hours even upon meeting one another, you know, it's just like, it's really cliche and dumb.
Right. Mm-hmm. And that happens a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, let's be honest. Let's just throw that out there. It happens a lot.
Like sometimes it works out. Oh, sorry. No, I was gonna say like sometimes like that childhood stuff works out. Like if there's like good development and like, but with like some like childhood friends, even with good development, it could just make the series like weird. You know, it can make it different.
You get the ending of the series. You get that awkward moment with them.
Yeah,
and their relationship like never develops after that.
Can be boss sits on their good. Medeka box did the childhood friend good. Yeah, that did very well because they were together for a long time in that series and they advanced their relationship very interestingly in that show. But it was like I said, Sarah, you go. What do you think?
Oh, well, okay. Every time now, like when I first started watching anime, I didn't really notice the childhood friend trope, but now I notice it a lot, and
it's unavoidable now.
It annoys me so much because I'm like, I want the childhood friend to win. Because it's like, I'm tired of the girl that he just runs into on the first episode. He's like, oh, hello, girl I've never seen
amazing.
Before. And then the childhood friends over there, like, the childhood friend's like, oh, rival. But it, like, I want the childhood friend to win sometimes because it really gets annoying when they don't. Exactly. And I always feel bad for them, like Blade said.
Yeah, because, you know, come on, man. Like, let them win once in a while. You know how rare it is? For, like, anime, it has the trope all the time. Like you said, it does have that trope all the time. But it has even a lesser amount of times. Like, you can now do that without having to make it a trope because of how often it's not happening where the main childhood friend becomes with the main character. You can do it. I mean, Nisekoi at least kind of did, which is kind of cool. But you know, I don't like Nisekoi that much, but that worked. Love Hina, which was an older series, did that and it worked. But that's it. Like those, then there's a few others, and that's it. Anyone else? I think memory one. I think already. Professor, did you go?
I don't think so.
He gone.
He went. So what? What?
Nani?
Nani? Nanda-ta.
Nani o desu ka?
Oh.
God.
Sugoi.
Becomes the weeaboo stream.
Yeah.
To anyone that's Japanese or partially Japanese, we're sorry in advance. We swear we do not mean this in anything that sounds. But yeah, let's see. I'm looking at some of the comments.
Shadow said he liked the childhood friend dynamic in Tamako Market and Love Story.
I've never heard of that before.
I've heard of that. I haven't seen it yet, but I want to.
It's really good.
What time are we at right now, Blade?
We are at 50 minutes, technically.
Well, now a word from our sponsors. If you want manga, go to Barnes & Noble.
Barnes & Nobles, man, is the best site ever. You listen.
They have weekly sales. Just saying.
And not only that, but you can go online or in store. And get that feeling of fun.
Yeah, for you lazy fucks, you can go on the store.
If you know how to walk still, which, you know, most people, I don't think, know how to walk anymore, you can walk to your nearest Barnes & Nobles or take a car or some type of transportation.
Let's be real. They aren't going outside, so they can just use our online code.
Exactly. By the way, did any
stupid weebs get outside?
Speaking of Barnes Nobles, I really have to say that real fast. I got an email from them like a few months ago because apparently they had a big like settlement thing because of their they used to sell ebooks for really big or high prices, and I guess people were like, "Hey, you're selling ebooks too expensive," so they gave everyone a refund that used like at all ever bought any ebook from them. You know what my refund was? It was $1.47. Whoopee! I could use that to buy something, and it's like, hey, you have a set time limit to how long you can use it too. Like they're like, oh, you ran out of time, you can't use it anymore. It's $1.47. Like that's not going to help me buy anything. I'm sorry, it doesn't help. You know, it's no. But still, the best place to go for all your manga and light novel needs. Go now.
I went to Barnes & Noble like last week.
The best place to buy manga and light novels.
I went to Barnes & Noble like last week, and I had like a stack of manga in my hands. Like I could barely carry it. Like it was so much. I was just walking through the store, and I come to the front desk, and all these people are just looking at me like I'm fucking insane.
You weirdo.
And I give them the duster. I'm like, what?
No, I don't know. Have you ever like bought anything that looks like, you know, for example, Taboo Tattoo has some questionable covers and some other things. Corpse Party has a questionable cover. And you go up to the register
Monster
and you show
Musume.
them, and they look at you like you're the scum of the world. Like, man, you're buying this book, huh?
That's why
they had high school
Spice and Wolf.
They had high school DxD there.
Oh my god!
If I would have got that,
Spice and
man.
Wolf in a thing.
Oh my god!
They'd be like, damn, high school DxD? I don't even look down on you for that.
That's like, you're a complete. Well, you know what's funny though? They are New York Times bestsellers. Like Monster Musume is New York Times bestseller for
That's
manga.
scary.
Yeah. Actually, it was for the first 15 volumes of it.
Christy Anime wants to know if we are sponsored.
Yeah.
We are not sponsored. If you could make that happen, though, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Let's try Barnes & Nobles.
Why the fuck do we want to be sponsored by Barnes & Noble? I could think of like a million things I'd rather be sponsored by than Barnes & Noble.
Right?
Like everything.
Probably G Fuel.
Literally everything.
Oh my god.
Literally Barnes & Noble's the last thing. Barnes and shit stain.
Yeah, because you don't read manga, you frickin'
Yeah. I'm not a mongtard. I watch anime.
their anime though is ridiculous price wise. Like if you ever go to the DVD section,
Dude, their DVD
it's so
section
bad.
period
Dude,
is overpriced.
oh my
It's so
god.
bad. It is
Barnes
so
and
bad.
Noble was selling the Psycho-Pass movie for like $35.
I know, man. It's so bad. Like, dude, it's
And then
so
I went to freaking Best Buy and got it for like 15.
They had
so
like
bad.
Independence Day on DVD, and it was like $35 or like $40 or some shit.
They had Gundam Double Z Gundam, and it was $75 for the first season. I'm like, no.
I saw a girl who looked like 8 to 10 years old who bought Corpse Party.
What?
I would not be
No
surprised
way.
with it.
Oh, jeez.
I would not be surprised with it.
This is a long advertisement.
No, we're just talking about random shit. 'Cause
Yeah, I
filling
know.
that time. I mean, we're not trying to fill time. What are you talking about? No, we won't do it.
Yeah, Body Pillow sponsorship.
Oh.
No, just
I
don't
want a
make that a
body
thing.
pillow.
A blade body pillow.
No, man. No.
Or
I
like
want
body
that.
Take over
pillows.
my friend's house and bring my body pillow.
AnimeBodyPillows.com.
Sarah, did you just say you buy it? No, you would
Maybe.
not buy it.
You can just go on Google and then type in makeabodypillow.com.
Oh yeah, we actually have a pillow coming out with all the Otaku A Team's avatars
Oh
on
my
it.
god,
so
please no.
Oh yes, if you want one, whoever
merchandise
gets the
store?
most votes
For all you
will actually
fangirls.
cost less. So make sure to
Wow.
vote for Professor Anime Body Pillow. That way, I am always in your bed.
Wow, dude, are you? Oh my
up.
god, man.
For all the
Oh my
weird
God.
fangirls that commented on our...
Cringe.
Oh my god, my soul just dropped out of my.
wall.
And we
Dude,
got T-shirts coming too, guys. Don't
Dude.
you worry.
it's for all the weird girls that
you're gonna have-
commented on our freaking Super Lovers videos.
You're
The
gonna
ones
have
that
All
got
you young
blocked.
fangirls, get ready to have your dreams come true.
No, Oni-san, no one wants Aaron body pillow, okay? No one. No.
Dude,
Did you
there's two people who said something.
Blady pillow? What does a
Blady
Blady
pillow.
pillow? No.
Hey, see, they wanted
It's a
Blade.
Blady
They wanted-
pillow for all the ladies.
Oh my god. What? No. No one wants that.
Everybody sponsored the Blady pillow.
Oh my god. It comes with
And I
real life
also have
blades on the
another
side of it.
version
It
of
comes with
my.
a voice clip of Blade saying, "Hey, sup?"
I don't know if you guys remember my beanie, but I have a version of my beanie coming out.
Wow.
Oh.
That beanie I
Yeah,
always
it's
used to
gonna-
wear in
it's
my
gonna say-
videos.
Do you really?
The text is gonna say
It's
pierce
coming
the
out.
heavens. Pierce.
Well, you're gonna get lawsuits.
Yeah, you can wear
Oh,
yours
don't
every day and it'll be
forget
crusty
mouse
as hell too.
Oh yeah, mouse pads. They're gonna be great.
Shut up.
You gotta get those mouse pads. They'll have Habit's face on it.
It's washable. You can put it in the washer.
All these things.
Dude.
Anyways,
You know what? You guys are giving us suggestions. Maybe we can make this happen.
a hand reveal. Well, no, you go to
We
anime
will
thing
make
this
it
down
An
the
ab
road.
reveal.
A what?
An ab reveal.
Oh my god. We should get Otaku A-Team. Like, if we ever get really popular, we will.
Yeah, but it'd be each of our faces on the shirts.
Yeah, but that'd be kind of cool. Imagine that. Like,
Our
Like our actual
logo,
face.
dude.
Just the logo.
it'd be kind of cool though.
Or
You
if
have,
we
like,
get
Otaku
cartoon
A-Team
characters.
big
If you guys
Yeah, it would be cool.
Just
But
the
we have to be
logo.
popular for
draw
that.
cartoon avatars for us, that
Oh
would
my
be
God.
sweet. And then
You
we
said-
could put that on the t-shirt. That would be sick.
Blade Ninja mouse pad. Why the hell do you want a mouse? What?
Yeah, butt
Blade
mouse
Ninja
pad.
booby pad.
No.
Yeah,
No,
booty
dude, no.
pad.
Oh. Oh, God. That'd be so awkward. Oh my god.
Blade
Anyways,
Ninja
Blade.
What? Should I wrap it up, everyone?
Sure.
I mean, if you want to still continue talking
No.
about mouse pads and shit.
No, I'm okay. No, it's a good point. That's a very good point. Anyways, guys and girls, thank you for joining us on our 20th podcast. We want to really thank the Otaku Fan Girl. Give her a round of applause.
Yay.
Yes.
You're awesome. Hope you had fun
Thank
doing this.
everybody who came by this stream.
Yeah, definitely go
Yeah.
subscribe to her. We'll have her channel in the link.
Subscribe to the
description box.
Otaku Fangirl.
So
Yeah,
definitely go
donate
subscribe
to
her.
our
She's awesome.
Patreon.
You sellouts.
Sellouts.
You sellouts.
Sellouts.
We're selling
You're
out.
promoting me.
you. If you don't like it, get out.
Make sure you donate. We need
Oh.
$3,000 by next week.
What? That's a really specific number too. What do we?
Blade will do a face reveal once we get to 3,000.
Screw off, no. Anyways, I will talk to you all later. Everyone, sign out. Say goodbyes and all that.
See ya,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye,
ya.
everyone.
I will catch you next time. Peace.
Peace.
Adios.
Jeez.
Bikini Warrior.